Bonjour, hi, it's Desmond,
Bonjour, and it's LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today
Ooh,
we are here to discuss Canada's Drag Race, season 5, season 5, season
yes.
4, season. You know what?
We are
Usa,
sick, folks.
Usa. Let's try that again. Bonjour,
Oh my!
hi, Desmond's here. You're supposed to redo it with me.
I try not to sneeze.
Ugh. All right, here we go one more time.
Oh.
Woo! Bonjour, hi, Desmond's here,
It's Krisha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss Canada's Drag Race, Season 4, Episode 5, the Snatch Game. But before we get into that, I want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to our goal of 500 subscribers, and we would love to reach it by the end of the year. So please, please, please subscribe to the channel. So, LaCresha, what did we think of this episode?
I was awake for this episode.
Baby, you had to be, especially that first like 5-6 minutes,
Yes,
because it got real like immediately.
immediately.
Immediately, I was like, ooh.
As soon as it was like, what? What you mean?
Like as soon as we sat down, and we'll talk about it, but they were ready to go. Okay,
Yes.
but overall, I enjoyed this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, I think for season 5, Canada should get its own Untucked. Because imagine if we got a full 30 minutes of all that that
Right.
went down last week. Because I
Ooh.
guarantee you there was more.
Okay.
So yeah, season 5, get them an Untucked, and the queens that are cast on season 5, don't be boring. Okay,
Okay.
come
Don't
make
make
some.
us regret giving the suggestion.
Yeah, come in and make some good television. Okay.
Oops.
Because I love queens who come in and want to make good TV. This was good TV.
Yes, very much so.
Yes. So, let's get into it. So, after the double save that I feel like could have waited for one more week,
Hmm.
um, we come in, we sit down, the queens are discussing, and right off the jump, Near Enough and Amy pretty much squash all their issues right then and there.
Right. Which to me was good.
And
You
I'm like,
know?
and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, so maybe we're just not gonna talk about what Melinda did. Nope.
Nope.
Denim, once again, Denim being the one who starts it. But then again, Denim would be me, but like, hold on, this is all cute and all. But can we talk about the big elephant in the
E-
room?
exactly.
Like, let's be real. And Melinda was explaining themselves,
Mm-hmm.
but they were messy. Again, why they keep being messy when it comes to Melinda? 43 minutes earlier.
Ah,
Y'all could have easily just said 1 hour, 30 minutes, or even 45 minutes. Y'all said 43 to be
43.
exact. We want you to know exactly how many minutes before she said what she said she did this. I'm like, y'all is so messy. Producers, and I love it, okay? Don't ever change, all right? Just
This
listen.
messy we like. Just don't mess with Jeffrey Boyer Chapman.
Bring him back. Anyway,
Please.
so Venus, this is where I start getting a little irritated because Melinda was saying, that's how I felt in the moment. I wanted to go home,
Right.
but thankfully Kiki Cole showed me some grace, some gratitude, and I'm very
Mm-hmm.
appreciated. I appreciate it very much.
Right.
Yeah, I know what I said. And then
Mm-hmm.
here comes Venus. Well, you can't say that ever again. Who are you to tell somebody what they can't say? If she felt like she wanted to go home in that moment, that's how she
Right.
felt. You
Exactly.
can't tell somebody what they can and can't say.
You cannot tell me how to feel.
Yeah, that's how she felt. And she even said, hey, listen, I was still going to do the lip sync if I had to do it. I changed my shoes. So it wasn't going to be like, oh, I'm in the bottom, bump this, I'm leaving.
Exactly. Not everybody's a Jenny Lemon.
So, like, Melinda rightfully got upset. Don't tell me what to say. I am being open and honest with y'all in this moment and letting y'all know. And I wanted to go home right then and there. I did. I did.
Yeah.
It's human. We all have those feelings. Some choose to express them, some don't. Okay?
Right, and like Jada expressed it the best and was just like, "Hey, look, pressure cooker. Not everybody understands, you know, and that's what it is. You're sitting here and you're doing like months worth of content in like weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come in and you're like, yeah, this happened last week.
But it was really just yesterday.
Happened yesterday.
Excuse me. That's the part that would get me if I was on the show. I'll be in the confessionals. Oh, yeah, yesterday I told her. Last week, huh? Oh, I forget. We're in a new week. Last week. You know what I'm saying? Just don't tell people how they should feel and what they can and can't say. Because there's been a lot of queens in the past who've wanted to quit on the show. I think it was Heidi who said on All Stars 8, more than half of the queens wanted to quit at one point or the other. But did they hold that against them? No. It's just like, don't tell me what I can and can't say. Because guess what? I would have walked in that very next day. Oh, I feel like quitting today. I think today might be the day, and look dead at her. Don't tell me what to say. Oh, no. I'm not sure if I'm meant for reality. I might be meant for reality TV because it's going to be good.
But just not Drag Race.
Maybe because...
Who can't sew?
And Linda LaCreme can't sew and she won. She won that challenge. She looked good too. She looked good. Now, we're not going to talk about that All Stars 3 one because she looked a mess. But season 6... Baby, she did that. Okay? You couldn't tell her nothing. Nothing, baby. Had that cheesecake just boom, 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 boom. And like I said, if I would have walked through those doors into that pink sugar walls, as they call them, I'm going to know how to do a little something. Something to go with something to get safe.
Like, I'm going to know how to put some pattern pieces together.
I listen. As long as you give me some real material and not say, oh, here's some tape. Make a gown out of this. What do you mean make a gown out of tape?
God.
Or plastic bags. Like, what do you mean?
People who do that, they work for months on those duct tape outfits.
Months. But yeah, we get back to this.
I vote on the prom dresses every year. It's kind of cool.
But yeah, don't tell me what I can and can't say. So... afterwards, Melinda just got up because she got sick of it.
And I don't blame her.
Y'all not finna gang up on me.
I'm pretty sure she felt attacked.
I would have too. I'm like, yes, it happened. I'm still here. I don't want to go anywhere.
Exactly. I'm grateful for the fact that somebody saw through my emotional rant and gave me another chance.
Yeah, and everybody's like, no, if you want to be here, you need to be here and get your man to the challenge. Nobody said she didn't give her all to the challenge. Her reaction was to the critique, to the judgment, to those 4 people who were sitting there. Not to the actual challenge. That was another thing that irritated me. I'm like, Miss Venus, hush. And don't get me wrong, I would have been irritated too, hearing her say I wanted to quit. But in this moment of time, I wouldn't be like, blah, 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 unless I'm trying to make good TV. Then I'm a blah, blah, blah with them.
Well, maybe that's what it was. Then maybe she's just trying to make good TV.
So they come back, and then Amy out of nowhere just went after Luna?
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Amy
a
was
little
like,
weird.
how do your safe queens feel? And they're like, oh, blah, blah. Oh, we feel good. And then Luna said the same thing. Amy's like, well, you shouldn't have. And I'm like, what?
What?
And I'm like, hold on. Her look is leaps and bounds. And I'm glad she said something. You just wrapped a towel around you, honey. and want to
Mm-hmm.
come for this look. And then they started going back and forth. I'm like, what is going on in these streets, honey? What did they put in these drinks?
They put some truth serum.
Because, baby, they are going after each other.
Exactly. She said, "You just wrap some towels around yourself," and she did.
And she did, and she was in the bottom for it.
Exactly.
Should have went home, but that's another conversation.
No, it's
So
another
we come back
conversation.
in. They're coming into the workroom, and Melinda starts off, be like, hey, listen. Last week was rough. I apologize to anyone that have felt this way, that way, or the other. That was not my
Mm-hmm.
intention with my action. I was just having a moment. Like she was trying to
Right.
tell y'all yesterday. I'm sorry, last week.
Yeah, because that storyline doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you wait a week to apologize?
Yeah. So the alarm goes off, and we get our room mail this week. Brooklyn enters the room and announces that this week's mini challenge is the reading challenge. Because reading is what?
Fundamental.
Exactly. So I only took screenshots of the people who I thought were funny.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't remember.
I
Don't
thought
ask
Aura
me.
was funny and Denim.
Okay.
The end.
I agree. Like, I agree.
Like some of them, their reads were like, okay, that's cute, and then some of them I'm like, ooh. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent reading challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everybody got one read except for like 3 people, and I'm like, that must mean they were really bad, and they're trying to make it look better, because some of those
Mm-hmm.
one reads, I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh.
oh,
Huh. Eh.
but we find out Diddum is the winner. I agree wholeheartedly. I thought Diddum did do the best. Like
Yeah,
Diddum,
that makes sense. Tracks.
Diddum read them all down, honey. Read them all down. So Brooklyn
Mm.
then announces that this week's Maxi Challenge is
The Snatch
the
Game.
Snatch Game. Another challenge I would be a little worried about going into.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another one where I'm like, I just want safe. Now, if I do great, cool. But I just want to do well enough to be safe. I can't go home at Snatch Game. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't.
I don't want to. I don't want to go home. That's how, what's his name? Shaq did.
So, what did we think of this edition of Drag Race? Snatch Game.
You know what? It really wasn't that funny. It could have been funnier.
Honestly, I think it was better than last year's and maybe even the years before. Because there
Mm-hmm.
was like the 3 that were in the top this week. I agree wholeheartedly. I caught myself chuckling out loud at them. But the rest
Yes.
were just kind of like, okay, cool,
Awesome.
period.
Wow.
So our contestants to play are Brad and Tracy.
Yay.
So now let's get into these snatchlers. Up first, we had Joe Exotic. This was Venus's character.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Venus did a really good job here.
She did. She did. I mean,
That
and she had a lot of material to work with, even
that
though,
Second Amendment, not knowing what it was, but it worked so well.
right?
It worked so well.
She played right into it.
She's like, I didn't know it, but baby, that ain't stopping nothing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I thought Venus did a really good job.
Yes.
Up next is Melinda Verga as Manny, a boxer from the
Funny.
Philippines who is extremely homophobic.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Especially since they translated what she was saying for us.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, and that it's even funnier, and y'all don't even know it's even funnier because y'all didn't get subtitles. Because I can imagine being there in person. I'm like, well, I have no idea what Manny just said.
Mm-hmm.
But Getting those subtitles really helped. It was a really good. This was good.
Yes.
And this is how you come back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you gonna have a meltdown the week before, this is how you come back the next week.
And win.
Up next is Amy Yonsei Chanel giving us Jesus. This was okay.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad,
No.
but it wasn't funny either. It was just very, like, safe.
Right. And I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for.
I don't know, with a character like Jesus, I think you're going for a win if you're going to play Jesus.
Mm.
Because it can go one or two ways. So, up next is Luna Dubois giving us Mary M. Cosby. She's a Real Housewife. I don't watch the Housewife franchises, so I was not familiar with this character.
I'm not either. I stopped watching.
Yeah, but this was very much just Luna.
Yes. Luna, what
And
are we
I'm like,
going?
if she is as big of a Christian and as big as a Bible thumper as you said about her, sitting next to Jesus, like, that could have been some really funny.
And I'm pretty sure they did that because they thought that was what they were going to get.
Yeah, like, some really funny over-the-topness could have came from that.
Yes! Jesus, thank you.
Like, there was so much of an opportunity that was wasted here.
The thing is, the point of Snatch Game is you take a characteristic somebody has, and then you exaggerate it.
Make it funny.
You don't make it your whole personality.
Yep. So up next, we have Aura Matrix giving us Emperor Zhao Bing. This was not good.
It wasn't, and it could have been so much better.
Like, it was funny at the beginning. I was like, okay, chuckle. But after that, I was like, oh.
Now what? Because, like, I agree with Tracy's whole critique, which was I thought I was going to get, like, a petulant toddler. And that would have worked for me. I want to roll. No, I don't. And that's what I thought I was going to get. And
that's what I thought I was going to get, too. I'm like, all right, where's the tantrum? Where's the 6-year-old throwing a fit?
Exactly. And I just got thrown over a bridge. It's because I died. Okay. There's nothing funny about that, but okay.
Moving on to the first time in Drag Race history, we have two queens portraying the same character. And, you know, for the longest, we've said this on the show, let them both do it and see who's funnier.
Exactly.
So I'm so glad it finally happened, because Near Enough really thought she was going to make Kitten change her role. And Kitten's like, no. And I'm so glad Kitten did it, because hers was funnier.
Yeah. Hers was better.
Now, I will say Nira had the voice down.
Right.
But she wasn't funny.
No.
But
I think
Kitten had the mannerisms and the phrases down. I was like, this is good. This is good. What did you think of the Jennifer Coolidges?
The Jennifer Coolidges. Like, I agree with your assessment. Like, one had a better voice than the other one, but one portrayed her a lot better than the other one. And it's like, you didn't really see what Near Enough did, and it's more than likely because she didn't do well.
Yep. And I love how they were like, okay, Jennifer Coolidge number 1 and Jennifer Coolidge number 2. Because I'm like, how are they going to, you know...
Right. And, like, the thing is if they had just played with each other, that could have went really well.
And, like, again, they were sat next to each other on purpose. Like, really, like, that little moment at the beginning with the hot dog, that was funny. I'm like, okay, let's see what they're going to do. And then that was it.
And after that, they just refused to play with each other. And I'm like, you guys should have played with each other. I thought it was funny
when Kitten called Nira Peppa Pig. I didn't know Peppa Pig could talk.
I didn't know Peppa Pig could talk.
That was good. That was good. All right, moving on to Miss Kiki Cole. I guess you could say that was Elizabeth Taylor. That's what she wrote on the card.
She looked more like... Nope, she didn't even look like her. She didn't
I
look
mean,
like her
I could
either.
kind of see the Elizabeth Taylor in the look, but like, yeah, this is a no for me, dog.
Because you could have brought out the perfume. These have always brought me luck.
There's so much that could have been done here.
You know, my friend Michael, Michael Jackson, he was at my 17th wedding. Just any of those. He walked me down the aisle. Yes, he did. He did. He walked me down the aisle. And I was the matron of honor at my late dear friend Liz. Her Liza, yes. I met her mother. I used to work with her. I stole one of the jobs from her. Just anything.
I agree. And then last, we have Denim portraying Julia Fox.
I don't know who that is, but
You remember that thing that went viral on TikTok? I was that guy's inspiration for Uncut Gems. Were you on that side of TikTok? The Uncut Gems?
No.
You weren't? And I think that was really heavy. I think that was when you were really heavy into the thirst traps. That was during that time where you were really into the thirst traps. Like some of that stuff, I'm like, how is this on TikTok? This should not be on here.
No, it was during that I'm a savage, ratchet, bougie. I can't do it. My arms don't want to move that way.
I saw somebody share something, and they're like, "You want to see a flash from the past?" And it was a Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked.
Yes, because our dear friend Stephanie keeps bringing that to my attention every time she sees it, and she sends it to me, and I'm like, Stephanie, my dear.
But yeah, it started off funny.
She was there.
Yeah, she did the little vocal thing that Julia does, but that was it. The rest was just kind of, it was safe.
The funny thing is they use that same voice for Kim Kardashian.
Well, Julia Fox dated Kanye after Kim.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But, yeah.
She
better be lucky that there was people who did worse than her, because
she'd ended up at the bottom.
Yeah, she would have been the bottom. She would have been the bottom. But now let's get to the main stage, my darling. First, we're going to look at Brooklyn's look. Now, this is Vivian fucking Westwood, okay?
Yes.
And Brooklyn said this is just a coincidence that this look was up after the week after Melinda had her meltdown behind her look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it, Brooklyn. I think, yes, this outfit was made for this season. But you were like, hey, bring that one up a little bit earlier than what we planned.
Now this is how you take plaid and change the silhouette, darling.
Yeah, she looks amazing. What do you think of this look?
I love it. It's giving season 12 intro looks all over again. But then again, that is my favorite season.
And you know what? It's always the seasons that have somebody on there that they had to work around that I just love so much. Because I love season 12. I also love UK 5. And, for the first few episodes, they had to work around a certain queen.
Right.
So it's something about those seasons.
And then, what's really ironic? Mother was there. Jada Essence Hall.
Oh, yeah. Season 12. Speaking of, let's talk about these judges. We have Brad and Tracy, as always, and our special guest judge, the winner of season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race, Jada Essence Hall. She also competed in the all-winner season as well.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, she didn't make the top 4.
No.
But she did showcase another side of Jada that I'm glad we got to saw.
Exactly. And she wasn't there necessarily to win. Like, it would have been a good bonus, but I think she was just there to have fun and to showcase that, I did deserve to win. Don't sit there and try to take that away.
Yeah, because a lot of people have a lot of asterisks next to her name because this happened, this happened, this happened. That's why she won. And like, don't get me wrong, some of that could be true. All of it could not be true.
Right.
The one thing I will stand on, I truly think Disqualify would have won her season if she wasn't disqualified.
Exactly.
I truly feel that. I truly do. But that's not taking anything away from Jada because she had 4 wins. She slayed every fucking week. If it wasn't going to be disqualified, it made sense that it was Jada.
Exactly.
We love you, Jada.
Yes. Hi, mother.
Hopefully I'll get to see you next year at DragCon. I didn't get a chance to see you this year.
Yes.
Hopefully she's there next year. You did. You got you a picture, honey.
I did. I got lots of pictures.
So, category is Steampunk.
He told me I was a family member.
Our category is Steampunk. And up first, we have Denim. What did you think of Denim's look this week?
I actually really like Denim's look. This is a really good look. This is very, like, fantasy Victorian steampunk look for me.
I loved this look. Like, she walked out and I gasped. I gasped twice. Yes. And this was the first one.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, the makeup, the outfit, those heels, honey, them heels are healing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this was all good for me. All good for me. Moving on to Kitten Caboodle. I thought this was really cute and something different from Kitten that we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I can get jiggy with this. Honestly, I want one of these in every color. Please and thank you. What did you think of this look?
You know what? I really appreciated this look. Like, it was very, very steampunk, very fantasy. Again, I've been really into Dungeons and Dragons Critical Role, which is very, like, I don't know, I guess, I can't even think of the word right now, but, like, I got one of those characters from, like, if I was playing Dungeons and Dragons and this was a campaign, that was what my character would look like.
I say this all the time. If I were to ever sit down at a Dungeons and Dragons table, I would want to play either an elf or a fairy. Because in real life, I'm almost 7 feet tall, so I want to portray someone who is very close to the ground.
Well, you know, Ashley Johnson's characters are never short. They're always tall.
Closer to the ground, the better, okay? At least for the first time. After that, yeah, I'll be a freaking Cyclops. I'll be an ogre.
You could be a halfling.
I'll be a spellcaster. Oh, wait, that's the Sims. I'll be a witch or warlock.
You could be an ogre, warlock mix.
Big purr. But moving onwards, let's go to Kiki Ko. Baby, she never disappoints with the looks.
Never.
Now, some of these challenges, honey, I'm like, Miss Kiki. Miss Kiki, I'm going to need you to get it together. But these looks, never fails. Never fails. What did you think of Kiki's look here?
It gave me very dark steampunk, which I appreciated.
Yes. Moving onwards, we have Amy Yonsei Chanel.
Yes.
What did you think of this look here?
Really like this interpretation. Like, she went cultural with it.
Yes. Yes.
And so it wasn't your typical steampunk, you know, bronzes and metals. She was just like, no, I'm going to give you culture. I'm going to give you Dominican with it, honey. And I really liked it.
I agree with your assessment. I really love this silhouette on her as well. It's just everything.
And that hair color is just gorgeous.
Everything just fits right. I would want bigger hair. Now that you said hair, I would like a bigger hair. But other than that, this was good.
Like, because I love the color. It should have been a little bit bigger. Like, if you're gonna do the French braid, which she did, give me that 1990s, you know, big bouffant at the front. Early 2000s with the bump in the middle.
Very hair show. Yes, I know exactly what you're referring. Up next is Near Enough. I like this, but I didn't get steampunk at first. With it
Mm-hmm.
being all black, it kind of took me a minute. I'm like, oh yeah, steampunk, but I had to be like, oh okay, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I wish there
Right.
was some other colors to kind of balance it out and to help us see that it is steampunk. I
Right.
still like it though.
Uh,
What did you think?
you, because I love the silhouette. I love the outfit. Like I get where she's coming from. I get her perspective and her point of view from it. Um, I wish it had been brown. Like not brown, but bronze. If it had been bronze, I would have definitely got like steampunk madam from outer space. That's what I would have gotten from it if it had been bronze. But because it's black, I'm like, oh, okay. You just put some metal stuff on your face to make it
Yeah, because at
steampunk.
first I just saw the headpiece. I'm like, are you a chicken? No, for real. I just saw the headpiece and I'm like, is she a chicken?
Which came first, the steampunk or the chicken?
So up next we have Melinda
T-shirt quote.
Verga. Stunning. Stunning.
Yes,
The makeup
I
it's getting there.
yeah,
But
because that black lipstick, she don't do the butt pucker thing enough.
the actual look like this is stunning. This is elegant. I really enjoyed this. What did you think of Melinda's look this week?
Um, it's not my favorite look, if I'm being honest, but I get it. She's missing some elements that would read steampunk to me
Yeah.
because the only thing that reads steampunk to me in this is the top hat.
Yes. But I do agree with the judges. This is the best that she has looked this
Yes.
season so far. Moving on to Aurora Matrix. This was the other time I gasped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, especially the arms. Look at them.
Yes.
Like
I
this.
love this little spider look.
This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
Ladies,
She has a really great point of view.
she really does. I'm always excited to see what she's going to bring to the runway.
Yes, and she's giving me what I want with the steampunk. My only thing would probably be like a little wider skirt as opposed to like the skin tightness, but it's her style and her interpretation. I love the Amazon shoes. Um, yeah.
It all
It
works.
reads yes, it all works together.
Up next, we have Luna Dubois. And what did you think of Miss Luna here?
Body. She was giving so much body. Oh my god. I know you love a thigh high and I love a thigh high on Luna.
I love you. I love how you say, and I love a thigh high on Luna.
On Luna.
I love how you had to add that little piece at the end. No, just on Luna.
I couldn't pull it off. They would make me look short. And the funny thing is I want some so bad, but my thighs are humongous. I thought about actually like fashioning myself some thigh highs.
I say go for it.
I gotta take a cobbler class.
But yes, this is stunning. The legs,
Mhm.
gorgeous. You get steampunk.
Yes.
I love this.
The only thing is like I like the sleeves as sleeves, but I wish some of them sleeves had just been like a little skirt in the back.
Yep.
You wouldn't have got the booty, which was crucial.
A very big part of this is the booty, yes. Keep your
But you
eyes
could
off
have
my
just
don't.
but I think what would have sold it for me would have been like you walk out, you know, and then you get to one corner, you untie it, and then you show the ass.
I can see that. I can see that. But
But that walk is
the
nasty.
walk is nasty. Oh, I'm gonna miss that walk.
Okay.
And last but last, we have Venus.
It looks like, how come I can't remember this baby's name?
While
Never
you're
mind.
trying
I'll
to
think of it
remember her
later.
name, I'm going to say this real quick. I like Venus.
Yes.
I feel like her looks are the same.
Yes.
Like, I don't know how to word this any differently. It's just like, oh, yeah, we've seen this from you, Venus.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the variety in the silhouettes?
Right. Because I don't really read steampunk from this.
Honestly,
Maybe
if
in
she didn't have that mask on, I wouldn't say steampunk at all.
no, and then like the way that she was describing it didn't say like I'm not getting what you're describing from this
Yep.
because you're fully naked. You're not covered up in any way, shape, or form, and nothing reads Victorian about this. If it were four separate pieces as opposed to three separate pieces, because you got the bolero jacket, which I love that top. If she had had a corset on with those pants and those nice, again, Amazon wish list shoes, I'd have been like, okay, I read steampunk a little bit. Because there's a bustier that would go with this outfit. There's a bustier that goes with those shoes. And I would have read steampunk. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
So we have all of our queens lined up here. Who had your favorite look this week?
My favorite look would have to be boy, there's so many options here. I think I want to part of me wants to say it's between Kitten and Amy, but I really think it's Denim.
My favorite is Denim as well. Like Kitten, Amy, and Aurora, even Luna, those are all great looks. But Denim just did the damn thing, in my opinion. So we find out that our tops and bottoms are as followed. In the top, we have Kitten Caboodle, we have Venus, and we have Melinda Verga. And in the bottom, we have Kiki Ko, Aura Matrix, and Luna Dubois. Do you agree with the tops and bottoms of this week?
Yeah, based off the Snatch game.
Yeah, Snatch games and looks involved. I think this is the first time in a while I'm like, you know what? I agree with this.
Right.
Honestly, I wouldn't change anything in this episode. I agreed with everything. I agreed with everything. Well, we'll talk about one thing that I wasn't sure about agreeing with. But let's get into the gig. So we find out that the winner is Melinda Verga.
Yes.
Do you agree with her winning?
Yeah, because that Manny Pacquiao deserved that.
Yeah, so she won 5,000 Canadian dollars, and then she also has received the Golden Beaver.
Hey.
So in the bottom, we have Aurora, Luna, and Kiki Ko. So, Roxy St. James, congratulations, you're the winner of this week's challenge. You get to save one of the bottom three queens from having to lip sync for their life. Which of these three queens would you have saved?
Friendship aside, I think I probably would have saved Kiki too, just because she's been serving it on the runway. But if I'm being strategic and I want to get rid of the best, then I would have got rid of Kiki and put her up for elimination.
So which one would you do in this moment?
Being strategic, I would have saved Luna.
So you would be strategic in this moment?
Yeah, because we kind of whittling them down a little bit.
Yeah, we're about halfway through.
So strategy-wise, yes, I would just say Luna.
I'm looking at this if I was Melinda. Because that's the only if.
Right.
If Kiki would have saved me the week before. I would have saved Kiki this week.
Right.
But say I just won and I have no ties to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I would have started playing strategic, and I would have saved Luna because both Kiki and Aurora has a win.
Exactly.
So that's the only if. I'm like, now, if one of them saved me the week before. Okay, here you go, sis. You're safe now. I got you. You had me. Now I got you. That's just the person I am. You had me, so now I'm going to get you. But if I walk in and I just won and I ain't got no ties to nobody, here you go, Luna. You're safe, sister. Ooh-wee. But she gives a golden beaver to Kiki Ko. She saved her last week, so she is saving her this week. And I can see that. I can get jiggy with that.
Because you asked Roxy St. James. You did not ask Roxy St. James as Melinda. But Roxy St. James as Melinda would have saved Kiki Ko. For the same reason.
You could have answered it the way I did, though. Because you were like, strategically and then fairly, I think I would have saved Kiki. I'm like, okay. And then I would strategically Luna. I'm like I said, I would have been strategic too, honey. Unless you saved me the week before, or you saved me at some point and be like, you know what? You saved me, now I got you, boo. You good. But let this happen next week and I'm back here and you're in the bottom. You're lip syncing.
Yeah.
We're even. You save me, I save you. Even. But from here on out, honey, better not find yourself there, because I will tell you to lip sync. Speaking of lip syncing, they lip sync to a Tate McRae song, She's All I Wanna Be. I have to say, I low-key thought Luna won this lip sync.
Me too.
Now, don't get me wrong. Was I entertained by Aurora? Yes. But I felt like the moves she was doing didn't fit the song. Like, she did like 3 splits during the song where there was only like one point where I really thought a split was appropriate. And then like this move right here. This little, Matrix situation here.
The back bend, yeah.
That didn't fit the song at all. I'm like, sis, what are you doing?
I was confused when that happened.
It's just like you're trying to throw everything at the wall with the song that is not made for you to throw everything at the wall. Like, I don't know. I do think she did a good job, though. But me personally, I thought Luna won. Honestly, I think they should have just waited and made this the double save.
I think they only pulled that double save last week because the person they wanted to get rid of got saved.
Oh, yeah. So they're like, well, we plan on doing one this season. We'll do it now. Right. Or maybe they weren't. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they were just playing on the Lollapalooza. But they're like, oh, well, since we have that coming up, we can send 2 home that week to make up for this. But yes, honey, I thought Luna won this lip sync, me personally. But Aurora did a really good job as well. So after the judges deliberated, they decided that Aura Matrix was the winner of this lip sync, and that we must say goodbye to Luna Dubois.
Yes, and that nasty walk.
That nasty walk, honey. Like I said, I would have waited a week, sent home Amy last week, and then just saved these 2 here. And still have 2 people go home next week. But they start wearing it well, and they're dancing and saying goodbye. And then Brooklyn's like, hold up, wait. I almost forgot. Honestly, this announcement could have just waited till next week.
It really could
I really thought some shit was finna go down.
Exactly. I thought they was about to bring somebody back. Like, Luna! Come back here, darling.
And it was just like, were you expecting to pull like a season 14, everybody do bad at Snatch Game, then do a Lollapalooza as a punishment the next week? But when, I don't know, it was just like, it was very weird. I'm like, you could have just announced this in the workroom when you got there next week.
Exactly.
But hey, they went, and then they call it the Canada's slayage something something. I'm like, just say a Lollapalooza, honey.
Yeah.
Just say a Lollapalooza. I know you want to make it, Canadian. But I love that other countries are starting to do Lollapaloozas. Come on, I want every country to have one.
Mm-hmm.
I do. You know me, I love an episode with just lip syncs. You don't know how many times I'll be like, you know what? I have a free evening. I'm going to watch every Lollapalooza.
Mm-hmm.
And I start with All Stars 4, then I go to season 13, and I have my list.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through and I watch those Lollapaloozas because them are typically some of the best episodes in the season.
Right.
Whew. But yeah, Brooklyn announced that. And that's all we have for this week. So, LaCresha, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all later. Bye.